By this time, I need you to understand that all things you've been doing to prepare for a productive day ain't working anymore. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 simple daily productive hacks that I use daily to make sure that I get to have the best of the day, the best productive day anyone can ever hope for. And if you stick around to the end, then the last one will really be a good one for you. Let's get started. First up on the list is to start the night before. Before going to bed, start by writing down 3 top priorities of the next day that you want to achieve. And the reason for doing this is quite simple. It is going to provide you with clarity and focus so that you wake up the next day knowing exactly what you really need to do and achieve. That's it. Now, second on the list is to start by creating or coming up with a morning routine. So as a person, every day, every morning, you need to come up with a morning routine that energizes you. Whether it is morning exercise, whether it is meditation, whether it is journaling, be it as simple as reading a Bible. Or to some of you who don't do any of that, it could be maybe taking a sip of a cup of coffee. That is one sort of a morning routine you as a person need to develop and come up with. Because at the end of the day, it's going to give you the motivation, the energy. It's going to boost your energy up so high that you get to kick off that day with the most high energy there is. And if you doubt any of that, it is quite simple. Give it a try. You'll be surprised how these small tasks get to set up the tone of the day for you. Third on the list is to tackle the most important tasks first. The reason I'm advocating for this is that, remember, you took that cup of coffee that gave you the energy. Now it's high time to start prioritizing those highest tasks, those high value tasks you think would move your day, or you think will move the needle of what needs to be get done and what will get your business or work or your whatever project you're working on move forward. Perhaps for those of you who don't know how to get this done, you should start by prioritizing the 80-20 rule. I won't ever stop to recommend this 80-20 rule. Yeah. So get to focus on 20% of the activities or 20% of the tasks that you think will move the needle forward for everything you get to do. Yeah. So it is this 20% that will bring in 80% results. So in the due course of trying to do important tasks first, get to single out all the tasks that you get to do in the day and circle out 20% of those that will help you acquire the biggest move. And the moment you get to master this, you're going to build momentum, and as well, it's going to ensure that you get to progress on truly what matters. So far, I would like to know, are you finding this video valuable? If you do, please consider hitting the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, let's get back to the most important 2 habits that will set you apart and get you have a productive day. And fourth on the list is that you get to start time blocking your schedule. It is under this section that you get to break down all the tasks of the day into specific blocks of time. Probably you're asking, why even time block? So if you get to do this right, you're going to avoid this habit that tends to pull us all down from pushing whatever is required us to do so that we get to grow. In other words, it's going to help you avoid multitasking various tasks. And the more you get to avoid the multitasking habit is the more you get to maximize on whichever task at hand that you get to have, which is going to create efficiency and helps you keep on track as well. So that by the end of the day, you get to accomplish almost all tasks or all activities that you set yourself to achieve and get done. Now remember, I promise you, the one that is going to separate you from all the rest is that end your day with a reflection. This is the most important of all. You know, people are not good at reflecting on what happens through the day. And this is a mistake. Every time you get to reflect on what really gets to happen throughout the day, it helps you review what went wrong and what went right, so that you don't get to repeat what went wrong, but focus on what went right and improving on the things that went wrong. So I want to teach you how you end the day with reflection. The first step I want you to do is take a few minutes and evaluate on how the day went. Probably had some good bits and some bad bits. Now, here's the next thing. Head on to step 2, which is to celebrate the small wins. Yeah? Get to celebrate those good deeds, those good bits that you had to have throughout the day. And for the bad one, well, they were meant to happen because you aren't first of all prepared. And you can't avoid to have bad things because earth on the world is a balance of good and bad. So where there is good, there is bad. But now at step 2, what you really need to do is to get to focus on the wins. Which wins are you trying to focus on? Those small good deeds that you got to have in the day. Yeah. So enjoy those moments, celebrate them anyway, any day you get to have. And for those who have had no good deeds, no good days, no good bits, this is the next step you need to do. Get to note down all the lessons that you've had from having bad days. If it is maybe your day didn't go as well because you were multitasking, get to note that down. Maybe you lost a lot of money, get to note that down. Yeah? So basically, step 3 is all about noting down all the bad things, but in a way that is providing a lesson from you. Yeah, don't just note down that I've lost money, I've lost a client, I've done this. Yeah, just put it in the way that I have lost a client because of not being cooperative. I've lost a client because I've not had the experience to cut the deal. I've lost a relationship because I'm not good with personal skills. Yeah, so note down all the lessons that you've acquired from the bad things. Yeah, and sometimes even the good bits, the good days give us lessons. So not everything down. And as you all know, the 4th step is to plan for your next morning. Now, when you reach the 4th step of planning for the next morning, it's going to take you back to the 1st step where I say that plan the night before. So this is kind of a circle. And you can't get to execute step 3 without step 2, without step 1. So follow it in the right order. Start with the night before. Then build a routine, a morning routine for yourself. Tackle the most important tasks first. And then start by time blocking your schedule. And finally, get to reflect on your day. And with that being said, I wish you a productive day ahead. See you in the next one.